Hello, fellow educators. Today, my teammates and I will talk about critical literacy in the upper primary classroom. As Sarah Finney 2014 reminds us, students encounter visual images accompanied by written language and design elements throughout their daily lives. To be successful, they need to expand their repertoire of strategies for making sense of these complex multimodal ensembles. Multimodality, as defined by the New London Group 1996, is the blending of multiple modes like linguistic, visual, and audio. For example, a news article may use a striking headline, a carefully chosen image, and page design to shape readers' understanding of a story. It's not enough for students to simply see these elements, but in fact, they need to be able to interpret and question them. So, critical visual literacy is the ability to not only understand visual texts, but to actively analyze and critique them. It combines both visual literacy and critical literacy. Next, we'll introduce a classroom resource that teaches strategies for decoding advertisements.
In this strategy, students decode persuasive advertisements to explore how meaning is created through words, images, and design. Analyzing advertisements is a flexible approach that can be applied to different media, such as print ads, billboards, TV commercials, and social media ads. It can also be adapted across curriculum areas. In the Victorian curriculum English, students deconstruct ads to examine their purpose, structure, and target audience, as well as assess the effectiveness of the visual and language techniques used. In humanities and social sciences, students might analyze historical ads or explore cultural values in tourism campaigns. In science or health, students could critique junk food marketing or ads that uses pseudoscience. Through this strategy, students learn how persuasive ads aim to sell or promote goods, services, or events. They examine how advertisers capture attention and influence behavior by using language features such as repetition, catchy slogans, rhetorical questions, exaggeration, or calls to action, such as these examples shown on screen. Students also analyze visual techniques like color, layout, and lighting, as well as how sound effects and music enhances meaning in multimedia ads. Teachers can use a gradual release approach by first modeling critical analysis using questions like the ones on screen, followed by guided small group analysis or comparative tasks, and finally creating their own persuasive ads. Assessments could include annotated ad breakdowns or designing multimodal ads for a specific purpose.
Why is this strategy effective? Cope and Kalantzis explained that today's communication is multimodal. Because of this, students need strong visual literacy skills to understand and navigate the media they see every day. Luke takes it further by saying critical literacy is about examining power and representation. Advertisements are perfect for this kind of analysis. They give students a real-world way to explore persuasive techniques and think more deeply about the messages they are exposed to. Serafini and G points out that images, text, and layout works together to create layered meanings. For example, placing a product next to a smiling family would suggest that buying it leads to happiness. Cope and Kalantzis introduced the idea of grammar of the visual, where choices like color, size, and perspective subtly communicate persuasive messages. Think of a bold red sale banner or the way a model's gaze is directed. They add another layer by focusing on ideological questioning. Takaya shows that by moving from noticing to interpreting to critiquing advertisements, students build visual literacy skills that they can use across multiple texts. So, in conclusion, analyzing advertisements builds critical literacy by transforming students into active interpreters who can question messages, see hidden perspectives, and transfer these skills across various forms of media.